I'm doing great so far. Did you hear about Mandy Miller? She's on Gary and Dino showing every Saturday nights.
Amazing. And who is she, Frankie?
She's from Oregon. She got her first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine already. 3 weeks later, she's getting the second dose.
Frankie, for any new viewers who don't know you, who are you quickly, Frankie?
I'm Frankie McDonald. I was born in Sydney, Nova Scotia, April 24th, 1984. And did you hear about that? And I went for bike driving and driving bicycles and tricycles, went swimming, biking, walking, and jogging, running when I was a kid and teenager, swinging on a swing and things like that. I graduated from Sydney Academy High School in 2004. Then on December 27, 2007, I did the very first video of the scenery. Then on 16th of December 2009, I did the very first video of myself. Then on June 2010, I did a video, Severe Earthquake Warning for California, September 2010. I was on Tosh.0 Season 2, Episode 13, alongside with 50 Tyson.
Thank you, Frankie. We have a first question for Frankie from Emily saying, what did you have for lunch today, Frankie?
I had a hamburger. 3 weeks from now, I'll be on Robinson's show at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. Atlantic Time. 3 weeks later, you'll Trey Crane will be another next guest.
Mike P. Mahone, if I could pick you up any one food item from the supermarket, what would it be?
Definitely. Lots of potatoes and lots of hamburgers, and also continue with the traditional foods with pasta, cabbage, and potatoes.
Okay, we're going to go over to aisle 3 and we see if we can do that. While I'm doing that, Frankie McDonald, can you tell us about your action figure and what happened this week?
My action figure made it up to Kugluktuk. None of Kugluktuk. None of it. My action figure's way up north now.
To Kugluktuk, right? Kugluktuk?
None of it.
Okay, I was watching things on that last night. That's far. That's like the North Pole. That's at the top of the world.
Yes, my action figure's up there now.
It's a population of like 151 people. Who was the person that bought that and took the photo?
So Oliver's brother bought it in Ottawa. Then his brother sent it to Oliver and lives up in Nunavut.
Okay, I want to show a clip, but of course this is Mike the Can Man show now. So Mike, do you mind if I show a clip?
I don't mind.
Why not? Let's go for it.
Okay, here's a clip of Frankie McDonald action figure making it all the way up to the top of the world.
Of course you'd be the one to make that. So yeah, it's cool. Frankie's out there, man.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. I think when he says that he's the world's most famous weatherman, I really think it must be true, obviously.
It's true. It's literally true.
So we're looking at a little video clip of Frankie McDonald with the action figure in action, I guess would be the right descriptive word, and it looks really cool. It looks just like him. How did you make the design? How did you collaborate with him and all of that stuff?
Basically I just looked at some photos that were taken of him, the selfies that people will take, and I also asked him for a profile view, a straight up and down face view, and just looked at that, turned it over on a sculpting program, ZBrush, and just basically refined it over a few months on and off of work, and then eventually built a prototyping lab to produce these toys, and
add a little music.
Really refined the mechanics of that down after that. After I was basically satisfied with how all the parts moved together, I shipped the design out to a factory and had them produce it for me, and then they produced an initial run of 3,000. They shipped it to port. It was transferred to me, and then I painted on the tooth gap for each and every one of them. So that's how it came to be.
Just in case the power goes out during the storm. they use in Canada and the United States, they use the Snapdragon processors in Canada and the United States. In places like over in Europe and Australia and New Zealand, they use Samsung Exynos processors.
So, Mike, while you're here, we have a question from Luke Birch in England asking Mike the Can Man in Boston, who does Mike think will win the Super Bowl, and who does he think they'll beat in the big game?
It's going to be a miracle out there. No doubt about it. Kansas City Chiefs is going to be the AFC champions. But what if Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should shock over the Green Bay Packers? But I would like to see Tampa Bay over Green Bay. I'd like to see Tom Brady will win another Super Bowl bid of Pittsburgh. So anyways, be prepared. Watch out for Brady. They will face against upcoming this Saturday on Fox as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Washington football team.
And Screaming Eagles, Vancouver Giants, and Hamilton Bulldogs will be back at the same time.
What is the thing to see in Sydney, Nova Scotia if you visit?
The Big Fiddle.
Did you see it, Bass Guy?
Yeah, that's the first place we went to was the Big Fiddle, and we did a show there, and our plan was to interview people on the street. Frankie was at work. We didn't meet him yet. He was working at the mall, and our plan was to broadcast live on state-of-the-art telephone, and there was no one there. There was one lady there, and she came up to me and said, "Can you take my photo of me at the Big Fiddle?" So I took her photo, and it turns out her name was Jennifer French in the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, wow.
So that was really cool. So she got to learn about Frankie, and then I posted some stuff, and she went and checked out Frankie's stuff, and it's all connected, really. But the Big Fiddle is really, really cool.
Is that on the boardwalk or is that downtown?
It's on the boardwalk, and the fiddle actually
okay.
plays music. It plays like a jig in the key of A, I think.
Okay, sounds cool.
Then on a night before my book launch, Bass Guy met me in person.
Yeah, I met you in person, Frankie, and Sloppy's here, and she's saying, I remember Mills, his name's Mills Motors in the Bass Bang Gang, calling me that morning saying he was leaving with the car from Oshawa to drop it off in Montreal, a 4-hour drive. He drove here, and the viewers of my show dropped off a car for me on my front lawn. It was really crazy, the internet.
Huh.
And then I couldn't afford the gas and the bills, so I gave it to my friend.
I'm Michael P. Mahone. You're listening from Framingham, Massachusetts of the Bass Guy, Internet, YouTube, and radio. Shoo!
Thanks, Mike. 7. Did you enjoy this video? Well, then become a Patreon member today over here and get some cool rewards. Click over here to check out a cool video, and to subscribe to the Bass Guy Show, click here. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.